I stayed in a remote Canadian cabin. The forest gave me warnings. Disclaimer: this is a fictional story inspired by Canadian Indigenous folklore. It is created for entertainment purposes only and does not represent real beliefs, practices, or people. I wanted peace. That's all. I rented a small off-grid cabin deep in northern Ontario, right on the edge of a dense forest. No cell service. Just me, a fire pit, and the sound of wind moving through endless trees. The cabin belonged to an elder from a nearby First Nations community. I didn't meet him, but his granddaughter gave me the key and a warning. Don't leave food outside. And if you hear drumming at night, don't answer it. I smiled politely, thinking it was just part of their traditional stories. But something about her tone stuck with me. The first 2 nights were calm, quiet. I journaled, made tea, listened to loons on the lake. But on the third night, I woke to soft drumming echoing from deep in the woods. It didn't sound like a speaker or distant music. It sounded alive, rhythmic, like it was calling. I peeked outside and saw nothing, just thick trees and heavy fog. I stayed inside, remembering the warning. The next morning, I found a small pile of stones arranged in a spiral just outside my door. I hadn't seen them the night before. I cleared them gently and said nothing, but the air felt different, heavier, like the forest was watching me now. That night, I made sure the fire was out, windows shut. I even moved the bed away from the window. But at exactly midnight, I heard footsteps on the roof. Not animals, boots. And then the drumming started again. This time it was louder, closer, right outside the walls. And then a voice, low, barely a whisper. Leave what doesn't belong. I sat frozen. I had no idea what that meant. I hadn't taken anything, or so I thought. Then I remembered I'd picked up a small carved figure I found in the woods earlier that day. It looked old, hand-carved from dark wood, with markings I didn't recognize. I brought it inside, thinking it was part of some forgotten art. I grabbed it and walked out into the cold. The fog swallowed me, but the drumming stopped. I placed the figure down where I'd found it and whispered, "I'm sorry." The next morning it was gone. No spiral of stones. No sound. Just birds and sunshine. When I returned the cabin keys to the granddaughter, she didn't say anything, just looked at me and nodded. Some stories aren't warnings. They're rules. And I was lucky I only broke one. Like and follow for more darkly disturbed videos.